Guys, the stock market is getting decimated right now, and there's a bunch of stocks out there, the more speculative stocks, that are getting hit even further. Some are down 15, 20 plus percent at the time that I'm filming this video, and I hate to say it, but I told you so. And I want to just have an off-the-cuff conversation with you guys right here. I literally have no notes. I just want to go off the top of my head and talk about what I've been thinking as of late, and let's just get right into it. I mean, the NASDAQ, the Dow, the Russell, the S&P, it's no surprise. I mean, these past couple of days, they've been selling off, and rightfully so. I mean, we've talked about this on the channel a ton. The markets were getting frothy, a bit overbought, very overbought. Honestly, not just a bit overbought, very overbought, and we were looking for a pull down, right? I was calling for a pull down, and we're finally getting it. Who knows? Are we going to pull down further? Nobody knows. Do we bounce back from here? Maybe. Nobody knows, like I said. And the truth is, guys, a lot of people out there, they don't understand what the stock market really is. I mean, these past couple of months, this past year and a half, really, and I've been in the markets for 6-7 years at this point, so I've been in it before this crazy hype of 2020. I mean, a lot of this hype has brought in gamblers. It has brought in speculators. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I think having a portion of your portfolio in speculative stocks is a good idea. And by a portion, I mean not 50%, not 25% even. And by the way, you can do whatever you want. But in my opinion, I think if you have a portfolio, maybe only 5%, maybe 10% plus, in my opinion, should be in speculative names. And we're seeing now in 2020, and it's 2021 now, of course, into 2021, we're seeing a lot of these newbies coming in, a lot of these people that don't know much about the stock market. They see all these SPACs, they see all these penny stocks, all these YouTubers, right, that are saying, you know, all these stocks to the moon, 10x, all this crazy stuff. They're seeing this and they think the market is simply a slot machine where you go, you take your $1,000, you throw it in here, and if you don't make 50% in a week, you're pissed. And that has created what's the word? I don't even know. Again, this is off the cuff. But this has created a group of people, newbies, that are speculators. They're gamblers. They're not even investing for the long term. They don't even understand what they're doing. They're just buying all of these hype stocks. And days like today is when they get decimated. I mean, again, we've talked about this before. When the market goes down, when the NASDAQ, the Dow, the S&P, when the markets see a hit, what happens to these speculative names? They don't outperform the market, guys. Don't get it twisted. They don't go up. They go down a lot more than what the markets go down. I mean, you saw in the title the different stocks we put in there. I mean, let's take a look at some of these. NNDM, and I know you guys have seen NNDM to the moon, 100%, 2,000%, 500,000% to the moon, right? And a lot of these new beginners are coming in, they're buying NNDM, they're putting all their money in NNDM. And the truth is, guys, not only NNDM, but all these stocks that we're going to talk about today, they're pretty speculative. You know, you could lose all your money in these stocks, and a lot of these beginners, they don't understand that. And take a look, a day like today, NNDM is currently down 12%, and it was down even more, it got down to $9.60, guys, so it's bounced back $1.30 from the low. So that means at the low, it was down. Guys, get this. It was down 25% at the low. It's already rebounded 12% from that low point. And that's just insane. It dropped 25%, where the markets in general, they're down about 1-2% right now. So that would completely wipe out a beginner, because listen, if you're a beginner, you see a drop like that, I mean, you don't know how to handle your emotions for the most part. You're going to panic. You're going to freak out. You're going to be like, oh my goodness, I got to get out of this. I'm going to sell for a huge loss. And then that leaves a bad taste in your mouth when it comes to the stock market in general, to the point where you're going to be like, man, the stock market's a scam. You know, I'm not going to make any money in the market. But in reality, you approach the market in the wrong fashion by going all in on these speculative names. And it's not just NNDM. I mean, guys, Bionanogenomics, BNGO, this stock here, down 17% right now, and it got down to almost under $8. It got down to $8 just now, a little bit ago, prior to me filming this video, $8.05, and it's rallied. This is crazy. It's rallied 18% from the low. So that means at one point it was down well over 30%, right? Well over 30%. Palantir, another one here, which out of these first three, Palantir is the least speculative, I'd say, but still, it's not a for sure long-term bet. I mean, it could pan out long-term, but it's still kind of speculative. It went down. It's currently down 6%, and earlier in the day, about 30 minutes ago, it was down another 9% from where it is now. So it was down about 15%. SBE, another one. Another one of these is down 11% now. It was down a lot more previously. It was down 30% plus, guys. So you get the point. I mean, a lot of these stocks, they go down a lot more than the market. And sure, I've traded these. I own some of these stocks, in fact. But you guys have to understand, I don't even own 2% of my entire portfolio in these stocks, 5% tops, overall. That is how much I have allocated to SBE, to, NIO's another one. I mean, NIO is down so much. NIO is down so much right now, 9%. It was down even more before. It was down at one point 15% plus. So, I mean, these stocks, guys, you got to be careful. And I'm nervous of this new generation. I mean, they're looking at the stock market as a roulette wheel, as a slot machine. That is not what it is. It is a way to get wealthy over time, right? That's the goal of the stock market. And if you've dialed it down, you can be a trader like me. I mean, I'm a long-term investor and a swing trader, and I do some day trading, right? And I don't recommend trading actively unless you fully understand what you're doing. And obviously, you've practiced, you've paper traded, all that stuff. And, once you understand, and the truth is, I recommend going into long-term investing first, understanding that, building a foundation before actually getting into trading, right? A lot of these people nowadays, they're going straight into trading, straight into the speculative stuff, straight into the gamble plays, and that's just not the way to do it. And I understand, I'm a YouTuber, and maybe I've fueled the fire a little bit here. I try not to, but at the same time, I mean, I have to get you guys to click the video. So I do use a little bit of clickbaity, a little bit, right? A little bit of clickbait. But I feel like a lot of these other YouTubers, they're causing euphoria, mania, if you will, in these stocks. And that's the number one sign of a bubble, right? The number one sign of a bubble is when you go to the store and you hear your friend's neighbor's little brother talking about this stock. Oh, you got to buy this stock. And how many of these new fresh investors have you been seeing out there talking to their friends? Oh, you got to buy AMC. Oh, you got to buy this. You got to buy that. You got to buy this. We are in the euphoria stage. We're in the mania stage right now of the overall cycle. And I'm not saying we're going to collapse. Doomsday is right around the corner. I'm just saying that right now is a time to play it safe, to play it smart. Have that cash, have that 30-40% cash, have some gold, have some Bitcoin, right? Although Bitcoin, I haven't checked it today, I'm not sure. Very well it could be down. Let me check my phone. Bitcoin's speculative, but still, you could have some Bitcoin, right? You could have some silver, you could have some cash, collectible cards, whatever. Okay, Bitcoin's down to 48K, and yesterday it was down, or it was to almost 60K, right? So you got to understand, you got to have some diversity, right? Diversification is key, and don't put all your eggs in one basket. And let me show you guys, right? A lot of people look at these value names, these boring stocks like they suck, right? But the truth is, these stocks, they might hold up during a crash. They might hold up more than the markets during a down cycle, and especially they hold up compared to the speculative names. I mean, take a look here. And I posted this on my story on Instagram. Instagram. Make sure to follow me there at StockSurfS. Take a look at Johnson & Johnson, man. It's not the coolest company. You're not going to get rich tomorrow, but long term, you'll probably be able to get some good income from this stock. You know, Johnson & Johnson, great company, great dividend. It's safe, right? It's only down 0.7%. So if these speculative traders, investors, these gamblers that just got into the market this year, if they were able to just diversify a little bit into J&J and not all in SBE, all in NIO, all in BioNano, all in all of these penny stocks YouTubers talk about, if they diversify a little bit into J&J, they'd be good, right? If they put some money in MasterCard, look, MasterCard, hey, MasterCard's up today, guys. It's up almost 1%. If they put money in MasterCard, they'd be good, right? Let's take a look at some other ones, right? Pepsi. I'm sure Pepsi's doing decent. Yeah, Pepsi is at break even today. You bought some Pepsi, you're doing decent, right? What are some other ones? Facebook, guys. Look, Facebook, it's not quote-unquote a value safe, 100% safe stock, and no stock really is at that point. But, you know, Facebook's higher growth, it's up almost 2% on the day. You know, these are what you have to look at, and not necessarily am I saying for you to go buy these stocks, but I want to open your mind to, okay, not only buy these speculative names, but diversify. You're not going to make hundreds of percent. Yeah, I mean, okay, listen, you could make hundreds of percent by buying into the speculative names and going all in on them. But the risk is ridiculous. You could lose 80%, 70%. So I think it's smart to diversify into the names like J&J, Facebook even, right? Although I sold out of Facebook. We're just using that as an example, right? MasterCard. And let me pull up some other ones. You know, the turnaround plays. ExxonMobil. I've been buying ExxonMobil since $42 a share. Now it's up. It's up on the day, 1.2%. It's up almost to $55 per share. You know, a lot of these airlines, you know, LUV, although I don't own these, the airlines are doing great today. LUV's up. AAL is probably up. All right, it's down 1%. But still, it's outperforming a lot of these speculative names. And Wynn Resorts, that's another one that I'm looking at. It's up 3% today. So understand, diversity is key. We're going to wrap it up here. And, man, you just got to have some cash. Buy some gold. Buy some Bitcoin. Buy some silver, man. And this is not financial advice, of course. It's just my opinion. But you guys have to understand, you know, all in on these spec names is just not the way to go. You're creating a gambling mentality. I mean, CCIV, this stock was being touted on YouTube like crazy. It's down 40% today. I mean, there's people out there that bought it at $50, $55, $45, $50. I mean, they're getting creamed right now on their position. So, yeah, guys, don't fall into the mania. You know, don't let this euphoric stage we're in make you go crazy and just be a gambler. Understand that valuations matter. They very do matter still. They very well matter. And, I mean, you guys got to diversify, right? So we're going to wrap up the video here. Don't freak out. Don't freak out too bad. I mean, I don't think it's a catastrophic drop quite yet. I don't think it's Armageddon or something. But, I mean, it's rough. It's rough out there. And I'd love to know your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you think? Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And, you know, we're down a lot. Me included, guys. You know, although some of my stocks are up, most of them are down today. So if you guys want to get some free money to mitigate some of those losses, check out the free links down below. You can get 2 stocks from WeBull. Those are valued up to $1,600. And you could also get $30 from M1 Finance. Those are free, linked right down below. And you guys can check out the Patreon if you want to work closer with me and see my buy and sell alerts real time, my call outs, and exclusive content throughout the day. That's on Patreon. That's also linked down below. And yeah, we're going to wrap up the video here. I'll catch you all later on. Hope you enjoyed this little off the cuff video. Just figured I need to get this off my chest. And yeah, I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Peace out.